Well, good everybody. So this is the anti-World Cup rugby transmission. There will be no one in Cape Town or South Africa or anywhere close watching this tracker update. But anyway, we just got back to the marina with Tapio, did the live. You've probably seen that. Jack did it. Ada's down at Simonstown watching the football. Everyone's screaming outside. It's blowing like crazy. Blow your tits off here at the moment. Really quite classic. We're in the office. And actually, I'll show you the office. This is the Cape Town office here. This is the back chat room. That's Georgie's desk there. This is Ada's desk. She's got her own chair. We all have our own chair. I don't know whether you can read that. This is Jack's chair. Jack, mine's a champagne. Marco and I are still here. Mine's life. Hey, you know, we're not going to show them yours. Yours is rude, Marco. This is the office. This is Party Central and all the bits. We've got galleries here. It's probably a bit dark. Photo galleries of all the this particular leg of the race. You know, bits and pieces. We've got our ocean globe up the top there. More pictures on the back here. And Marco's never got anything to do, so he's hiding behind the picture galleries. And there's the map. So that's the quick walk around of the office here in the V&A waterfront. And there's not many boats out there, so I'm not expecting many people to look at that. But hey, you're going to get some breaking news here. You're the first people to see this. You ready? Now I've got to get it right. Look at that. Ooh, these are the bulkhead plates. No, it's not very good light. These are the bulkhead plates. If you're a hang on, that's about right. If you're a crew member who sailed all the way around the world as a circumnavigator, you will get one of these. So all the crew get that, and the boats get one for each leg to prove they've done it. And these are quite significant. I don't know if you can see that. They're really cool. It's all enameled in the thing there. It's all gold, solid gold, 18 karat gold, you know, very cool. Anyway, so you're the first people to see that. They just arrived 2 days ago. So there you go. All right. Anyway, we're going to get straight into the tracker. You saw Galliana come in. It was a lot of fun and really great to have him here. So it's gone live and you can see that below this post. Let's just talk about Godspeed. This will be a quick one. You can see there's a massive high down the bottom here, effectively driving all the weather. There it is there. It's a big one. It's very strong. It's causing a heap of wind on the corner, bunched up against the bottom of Africa. And on the opposite side, it's bunched up against a low pressure system here and causing all these big winds as well. So not good news for a few. And I'll show you why. For Godspeed, they're doing okay. They want to head south, and they've got the right sort of breeze to do that, and northeasterly. So they'll just ride this down pretty comfortably. For Explorer, they're underway again. They're getting some big northerlies at the moment. And I think you'll see, Mark, if we put the latitude grids in, they're still pretty high. Here's 40 here. I'm surprised he hasn't bounced off already on this. He's holding his own, and it's just starting to pick up now. But it's forward of the beam. They'd be getting whacked with that a little bit, and it's going to get heavier. So I would have thought they'd run off by now, heading down. But they may be, holding off on that. So anyway, that's the. I'll just push this down a bit, and you'll see what's going to happen next for both Godspeed and Explorer. So coming forward, the center of that high is moving out to the east, and what it means is they've got reasonably good breezes for this is coming into the first 24 hours. There we go, 29. Okay, that's 24 hours. Going to go light, so that's not too bad. Still looking good for that day. So there goes. Today's Saturday. Jeepers, I'm losing track now. Yeah, today's Saturday. So there goes Sunday, and then as we come forward, Godspeed's starting to get a little bit light, but it'll still be enough because it's on the beam. And then you can see here, Explorer is on the top of this high, which is squashed out, the center squashed, and it's created an easterly airflow, which is 100% headwinds, which is not good. So that's in 2 days' time. So in 2 days, Explorer will be around here somewhere, and all they've got is headwinds, and that's going to last for about 3 days by the look of it. So there goes the 30th. So we use up the 30th. All easterlies, we come into the 31st, all easterlies, a little bit of south in it. So it's going to stop them from, when it's like this, it's going to stop them from going south, which is where they need to be. They need to be down here, and they won't be able to do that with this breeze. They'll be, that's the losing tack. So they might be tempted to go a little bit north there, but it's very hard to make easting when the wind's from the east. And they're the 31st. Now, again, they'll be tempted to be port tackle, which will push them up here, which is where they don't want to be. So that's not good. That's the first. So there's 3 days out. And in fact, it's still not looking good 4 days out, and then it's going to go quiet. So you've still got those easterly headwinds, and then it starts to get confused from the 1st of November. And effectively what that's meaning is that they're probably going to be holding up in this direction, and then the wind's going to come from the southeast and try and blow them north again. So not many options there for Explorer, and it's highly unlikely now, seeing all this, that they'll have any chance at all of getting here before the restart on the 5th. It'll just be a case of how many days after the restart when they get here. Godspeed, as I said, they'll do all right for a few days, so there's not a lot to consider there, but then they might be challenged as well. So that pretty much explains that. Now, coming into Evrika and Sterna, which is what we discussed yesterday, they didn't have any space to waste. They hadn't got a lot of easting. They saw a lot of southing, rather. This is where they were coming in. And of course, as soon as this wind started to pick up, this is real-time weather now for the 28th, they're getting blown north. And for a while there, they were getting blown north substantially. They were heading basically up in this direction. But they've managed to pull back a bit now and heading over a bit, which is good, because when they were heading up in this direction, I thought we won't see them till Monday morning. So for now, doing 4.3 knots, just holding ground. That's all they'll be doing. They don't want to waste going north, so that's what they're doing. They're just probably not hove to, but just pointing into it as high as they can. Keep the boat comfortable. Don't make much progress to the east, but don't lose ground to the north, because it's going to be blowing this way for a while. And if they start getting blown up to the north, they're going to have to tack back and fight back to get to Cape Town. Sterna apparently hasn't got a mainsail up. She can't use her mainsail at the moment. They've got a broken gooseneck, and they can't load up that any longer, so they're just sailing under head sails, which is a bit of a compromise for these conditions, that's for sure. So they're getting blown further. You can see they crossed over. Sterna was down here. It took off quick, boom, one up there, and Evrika managed to hold ground a little bit, but in the last few hours they've bounced across. So what's going to happen to them in the next 24, 36 hours? They're not far from Cape Town. You can see it there. Evrika is only 97 miles away, and they're doing 4.3 knots. So that's about 20 hours if they maintain that, and they won't. There's a few changes going to happen. Sterna doing 3.9. Again, not trying to make any speed, just hold their ground and not get blown north, and they can worry about easting later. So, and they've got 104 miles to go. So if we watch this weather develop going forward, you can see this big patch here. That's into the low 30s. That'll be 32 knots, something like that, gusting 40, 45 even. So we've given them a weather alert. It could be up to 35 knots coming through there for the rest of this evening and the first part of tomorrow. So this is 10 o'clock in the morning. You can see it drops out pretty quickly. So when it does, it's still from the east, or the east to southeast, right? Not a good wind direction, but at least it's going to back off very quickly. So they're going to have a hell of a night. It'll all be over by about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, 10:30 UTC. They'll be up here then, and it's back to about 15 to 20 knots. The sea, however, will stay. If we look at that now, the sea will have got up to 4 or 5 meters. Where are we? Waves. Yeah, you can clearly see there's still 4 or 5 meters in here. This is coming up 5 and maybe even higher. So there'll be a lot of water thrown all over the boat. Pretty tough night for both of them. And but eventually it'll all puff down, but then the wind direction's wrong. So by 10 o'clock tomorrow, if they're over here, they're probably going to be, I'd say, there to there. Probably have about 75 miles to go, and they'd make 6 knots. So that's another 10, 12 hours. So 10 o'clock, another 12. So it'll be very late Sunday, or even during the early hours of Monday morning. So watch this space. Anyway, that's about all I can tell you for now on that one. I don't think there'll be any questions. I think half the world will be watching the football, but I'll come back and have a look, see what we got there. What do we got here? Boom. Got one. Yep, everyone's watching the World Cup. Probably watch Tapio come in. There's only a couple of boats left. So, Christine, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for turning up and making me talk to someone. But anyway, at least we did it. So thanks for that. We've got 26 watching live now. So have a good night. Have a good weekend. And we'll see you again tomorrow just to update their ETAs and all the rest of it. So thanks a lot.